Sat Shri Akal, Namaste, Good day. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Sri Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. Your Excellency Minister Roland, who has had to leave us, honorable members of the Legislative Council, Lord Mayor, who also has had to depart just now, Her Excellency and my colleague, Ambassador Harinder Sidhu, Sardar Tarandeep Singh Ahuja Ji, Sardar Satwant Singh Kales Ji, President of Sikh Youth Australia, Sardar Amardeep Singh Gill Ji, President Young Sikh Professional Network, friends, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to join you at this inaugural Australian Sikh Awards for Excellence today. The endeavor of Sikh Youth Australia and Young Sikh Professionals Network to recognize the hitherto unsung heroes of the community for their contribution to society and economy is noteworthy. I'm delighted that the awards are being judged by a nationally respected selection panel led by Her Excellency Ambassador Sidhu as the patron and Tarandeep Ahuja as the chair. Sikhs are among the first non-European migrants and settlers in Australia, beginning, I believe, in about the year 1810. That is over 2 centuries ago. Most of them came initially as cameleers and hawkers. Now, these might sound as fairly modest pursuits, but they were actually vital services needed at the time by the economy and society of this vast continent, where its far-flung and isolated settlements, farms, and mines began to be connected through commerce, railways, and infrastructure construction. Fortunately, the history and some quaint stories of those pioneer Sikhs are well documented since then, but perhaps their actual contribution, even though numbering a tiny minority of the Australian population at that time, are not as well acknowledged or recognized till today. They were here throughout these 200 years, even though small in number, till just a couple of decades or so ago, but are now growing in numbers that make Sikhs, Punjabis, and the Punjabi language the fastest growing today in modern multicultural Australia. Give yourself a round of applause. Thank you. In India, of course, where this great religion was born and where the gurus lived, Sikhs have always been at the forefront of society, be it for their valor and sacrifice in the freedom struggle, or earlier in resisting rapacious and bigoted rulers, or later in the defense and development of modern India. That they are marking success and notching up achievements now in their adopted homeland, this beautiful Australia, this is heartwarming, particularly the young generation that we are also celebrating here today. I met some of these achievers earlier this evening, and we've met some of them on stage just now. It's wonderful to see them straddling both cultures so effortlessly and with such confidence. Your success and recognition in Australia also brings laurels to the entire Indian diaspora and indeed to Mother India. Thank you for what you do and how well you do it. The diaspora, all of you, have been instrumental in the very strong growth of Australia-India relations in recent years. These relations, I'm proud to say, are at their highest point currently. We've had 2 prime ministerial visits in 2 months. There has been rapid expansion of bilateral relations and deepening cooperation across a diverse range of areas, including political and strategic, defense and security, trade and investment, education and research, agriculture and water, cyber and space, mining and critical minerals, climate change and renewable energy, people-to-people contacts, and mobility of people. Many of our Sikh brothers and sisters will be involved in various aspects of all these areas, and we can already see their expanding footprint. You will therefore not only be contributing even more and much more to Australia, but also to Australia-India relations and our deepening ties across domains. I will look forward to these awards every year. All finalists and winners today and in future awards will be instant role models for the entire Sikh community of Australia. They will be influencers and opinion makers. More Sikhs will follow their footsteps. The future will also call upon you to address the churn in society, to resist those elements, mostly from overseas, inimical to our unity, who are trying to rupture the secular fabric of the Indian origin community in Australia. We need to, all of us, stay on our guard. Let me congratulate the members and volunteers of Sikh Youth Australia and Young Sikh Professionals Network for their landmark initiative to establish, acknowledge, and celebrate the contributions of Sikh community members. And great to see the turnout and the huge support for the event. Thank you, everyone. My best wishes again to all of you. Sat Sri Akal, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.